Hey Elvis, are we going to make a video? Are we? Are we going to make a video? Oh, yes we are. Yes we are. Come on, let's go. Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark, and of course with Elvis as well, who you just saw earlier. So I've got a very short video for you today. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown about what's coming up with me and my channel in October as far as the books I've decided to read. I think I've got them all. I should really write these things down, but you know, where's the fun in that, right? So coming up in October is the Victorian month. I think they call it Victober. There are a few prompts and some people are hosting it. I'm not exactly doing it that way. I'm just going to read a couple of Victorian books with some groups that I've got going on Voxer, which of course you're very welcome to join. We have had for the last, since July, we've had a humorous Book of the Month club. And we started off with Three Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. Then we took a short hiatus, and then this month we've been reading Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. I'm over halfway through this and I plan to finish it this weekend because I'm supposed to finish it by the end of this month, and it is very good indeed. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. And our book for October, to kind of kill two birds with one stone, is a Victorian book, a Victorian humorous book called The Diary of a Nobody. I keep wanting to say it's by Joss Whedon, which of course it isn't. It is by Whedon and George Grossmith, two brothers. One's an illustrator, one's the author, and it's the diary of a nobody, but he has a name, and it's Mr. Pooter, and he kind of, has not a huge amount of ambition in his life. He leads a very ordinary life, and it's his diary, but there's a lot of funny instances and humor about everyday things. I have read it before, I think. All I remember is his kind of eternal battle with a mud scraper that's outside his front door, and people keep knocking their shins on it or something like that. But I'm looking forward to going back to it because I don't remember very much. And this is a fantastic group, but too many to mention here, I think. So I'll leave it at that. But if you would like to join us, let me know. Leave a comment below, and I will be happy to add you to the humorous Book of the Month club on Voxer that we've got going on. Also in keeping with this Victober, I've organised a group read with, quite a few people actually. I think we're up to maybe 7 now, of R.D. Blackmore's Lorna Doone, this classic Victorian romance. I don't know how many of you know it. It's certainly quite famous in the UK, probably more so there than the US. I'll read the back to you so you get a little bit of an insight, and if you'd like to join us, leave a comment below. John Ridd, an unsophisticated farmer, falls in love with the beautiful and aristocratic Lorna Doone. Kidnapped as a child by the outlaw Doones of Exmoor, Ridd's rivalry with the villainous Carver Doone reaches a dramatic climax that will determine Lorna's future happiness. And this was first published in 1869. Both Robert Louis Stevenson and Thomas Hardy thought it was amazing, and so I don't know if that makes you want to pick it up or not. It is set during the years of Monmouth's Rebellion, which was after the death of Charles II, so it's the late 17th century it's set in, but of course it was written in 1869 by a Victorian author, so it fits the bill there. And I'm reading it with the likes of Tilly from Tilly's Shelf, Summer Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats, and about 5 or 6 others. Forgive me for not mentioning you. I can't remember everybody off the top of my head, but I will certainly mention you next time when I've been better prepared. So yeah, if you'd like to join us, feel free to do so. Leave a comment below and I will be happy to add you. And I think the last thing I'm reading there was talk with Vin Revenant Reads about doing some kind of Gothic reading marathon over the next few months. I think that's going to go ahead, but I don't know if we've decided on a title yet, but I will update you when I know more about that. But the last thing isn't Victorian, but I'll be reading Mary Beard's SPQR, A History of Ancient Rome. I'll be reading this with David Wiley and Kari from Very Literary Kari, and I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't, I've been involved in larger group reads with the two of them, but it's the first time we've been kind of in a smaller group. So I'm as I say, I'm really looking forward to that. I love Mary Beard. I think she's a fantastic woman, first off, and a fantastic classicist and historian, and I really look forward to reading this. So there we go. So that's kind of what's coming up in October, but I'm sure those of you who've watched me up to now know that I will do my best to stick to these, but it might not limit myself to these. I find it very hard to say no when people ask me if I want to join in, so this list could, of course, find itself increasing, but I need to get a few things finished first. I was thinking of keeping December fairly free as a kind of mop-up month to finish those books I haven't got around to finishing. When there are a couple, I'm not going to mention them yet, but there are a couple that I have kind of failed to finish within the times that I wanted to. And rather than kind of falling behind in the next projects, I set them aside with the aim of finishing them before the end of the year. And of course, as I say, getting them mopped up in and around December. So yeah, excellent. So there we go. As I say, feel free if there's anything you're interested in that I've mentioned, the two group reads there with Lorna Doone and Diary of a Nobody. Leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to add you. And if you have anything you'd like to read and you fancy reading it with me, of course, you can let me know below as well. So excellent. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. See you all soon. All the best. Bye-bye.